got there?
This is your car.
My car?
Hey, pop the hood.
Pop the hood?
Pop the hood.
All right, guys, check it out. So for the single O2 option, if you have a single turbo 335i, the single O2 option says that you must get rid of the, so here I plugged the O2 sensor, so you're only really running on bank 1. I have bank 1 installed, back of the turbo, and then you have bank 1 after catalytic converter is underneath the car, obviously. So I only have bank 1, so bank 2 is unplugged. Bank 1 is clearly plugged in. If you really don't know, the gray wire is bank 2, which is here, which I unplugged and it's just kind of hanging. And then bank 1 is the black wire, right? Then you have to plug in bank 1 to the DME, and then bank 2 just hangs out, or to the boost solenoid harness. I'm sorry. And then that goes to the Mac. Usually a 3-port. I'm running a 4. But anyway, so let's get down to it. Here. I'm looking at the DME. Sorry, I got everything unplugged already. This way, as you can see, I'll try to put a picture of the diagram in there if possible. All right, so back. So pretty much you're looking at it upside down. So you pull out the large connector within it, or the sub connectors. So the instructions say take 077, right? So 07-7 out, and you're gonna plug it into 0225, right? So when we take the sub connectors out, we're looking at them this way. This is 07, and then you're gonna take the 7th one, so this 6 and 7, right? You're gonna take out 7 from here, and then you're gonna move over here to this smaller connector, and then you're gonna put it into 25. So we can see here that this is 26, if I can show you guys. Yep, this is 26. And so go back 1, and then there's 25 right here on the bottom, right here, okay? So what you have to do to get to those is in here, you have to pull out the sub connectors, right? So I'm gonna go to 07, I'm gonna pull it out. I've already done so. It's the white sub connector. So again, you're gonna come here. This is where 1 is. It has the numbers on it again. It says 1 here, and it says 13 on this side, and then 26 here, and then it says 14 here, right? But I've already taken it out. So I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. As you see, it's empty because it's the white and gray wire. I removed it, and as you can see, it's coming from the harness, the original harness here. And I removed it, and I plugged it into 07. Again, that is the top connector here. Pull out the sub connector on the side. Boom. Now you're at actually this is 02. I'm sorry. So you pulled from 07. You went to 02, and now you have to take the 07, which is this gray wire that I pulled out, and you plug it into 225. As you can see, this is 26 here, if you can see it. Yep, 26. Went back 1, and there is 25. It is a white gray wire. Then you take this wire. I'm gonna put some tape on this one. It's just gonna hang out. Again, this is if you don't have reflex, which I don't. So then this connector is gonna hang out. All you're gonna do is put this back in. I'm doing it with one hand, guys, I'm sorry. But you put this sub connector back in, put that sub connector back in, put it back together. And then you go into the MHD, and then I'll show you those options. Now in my car, I use my radio. Sometimes I have the Thor too, so sometimes I use that. I think this is a better option because it's wireless. You can just plug it in, whatever. Anyway, I'm in my car. I've got the Beamer Geeks cable and the OBD2 port. So pretty much this option is you go to flash maps in this left corner, then you go to flash custom map, and then you have these options. So you go to options in here. It's gonna come up any second now. Okay, there it is. And then as you can see, this is why this thing is extremely outdated. And probably need to update it. But anyway, here we go. So single bank fueling. So you know, when you check it, it's gonna tell you to make sure you have the certain options, which is gonna say make sure you have bank 1 before and after catalytic converter installed. and you have bank 2 before and after plugged and unplugged. So when it says that, you can have the O2 sensors still in there, they just have to be unplugged. They cannot be plugged in. You don't have to remove the wiring harness, but it has to be unplugged, right? And then you also want to choose the 3-port MAC. It's the same thing. Make sure you have your 3-port MAC wired to bank 1. So you're really running off literally single bank, the first bank, one bank, to do all, for your tuner to do all the tuning. Now again, I have a custom tune, and my tuner told me that I can run these options, so that's why I'm running these options. But pretty much he gives me 4 maps. This is 32 psi. This one's 28. I think 24 and 20. I think is how mine is set up. But these are the options I was telling you about for the setup that I just showed you guys. So these are the options you got to select. You select those 2. Your tuner will tell you what you need to log, and then that's it, man. You can you know, flip through your maps with here. I use this one and this one. How I go through, if I could show you guys, let's see if I could do it. Let's go to 0.5, and here, I'll turn this on for you, and then here. Oh, nope, didn't work. Wait, did it? Oh, it did work. Okay, hold on, here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that goes through all the maps that I have here. Again, accidentally turned that on somehow, but that's it, guys. That's how it works. I was going crazy. The issue that I had is that my power wire to my bank 1 was not working. It was not working. So it was spliced somewhere in the wiring, old wiring, or maybe it got crushed when I was moving some things around. But anyway, ended up fixing that wire, and then it got power. I was getting a code saying like, hey, your O2's not working. The O2s weren't logging. So I tried a couple things, figured out that was my issue. But I just wanted to help people because I didn't see any video on how to move these wires around for these 2 options. There's just, I guess people, it's super easy, but it's really easy to mess up at the same time. So hopefully I helped you. If you have any questions, just hit me up in the comment section. My issue that I had was a one-off, so hopefully, you know, this can fix it for you. Till next time, Rain Regime, we up out of here, man.
Let's go. I heard they vibing to your songs, bro. I know they really rapping what you live, bro. I know they say them stuff.